Oh my God, it's almost Christmas. Potsy from Mine Out Fat, and we're going to talk about low calorie dense foods. Here we go. So, the concept is quite simple. You want to eat food that has the least amount of calories. Why? Because you can eat more of it. Ta-da! That should be the end of the video. But some people want more information. So what we're going to do is go over some of the foods that I know of, that I'm using, that have lower calories per serving. And we're also going to go over some foods that you think may have lower calories per serving, but don't really add up. Number one, don't forget to like and comment, subscribe on this video. It's not really number one, but thought I'd throw it in there. Hit the like button. So let's start off with like coffee cream. So we know there's tons of kinds of creamers, and when I did keto in the past, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna use heavy whipping cream because that stuff tastes amazing. It really, lightens up your coffee. You don't have to use much of it. But there's a but. There's always a but. This is your heavy whipping cream. 0 carbohydrates. Amazing, right? Except for 15 milliliters, there's 45 calories. 50 milliliters, that's like a tablespoon. So a tablespoon in your coffee. Now, if you're having a tiny little espresso shot and you like whipping cream in there, then maybe that's all right. But that's 45 calories. I don't know about you, but I drink big cups of coffee. Let's check out some other whipping creams. All right, I had to take notes. I had to write notes. See what you guys get me to do? I got to do all the work. Is that why you watch the videos? For me to do the work, so that you could just get like fed the information? This is the problem with our society. You just watch a video instead of doing all like the research yourself, and you just listen to everybody else's baloney and take it as fact. Check your sources. Just don't listen to everything I say. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a pro at anything. I don't have any kind of certifications of nothing. Don't listen to what I'm saying. Do the research yourself. Anyways, back on track. So, heavy whipping cream. 0 carbohydrates, which is amazing, right? For you guys doing keto. But if you're not tracking that, even if you are tracking that, that's a lot of calories. 45 calories in 15 milliliters. So I think that's a tablespoon. So visualize it, tablespoon of heavy whipping cream. So if you're putting heavy whipping cream in your coffee, that's a lot of calories. Coffee doesn't have any calories by itself. When you start adding the cream, the sugar, don't add sugar. You don't need sugar. Like if you want to add some sugar, maybe add some stevia or Splenda or something like that. And don't come at me with that, oh, it's cancerous thing. So is the sun. Relax. Anyways, so let's say 18% cream. Let's try that. 30 calories per 15 ml. That's still some calories, right? That's still calories. So what we're trying to do, right, is low calorie dense foods. We're trying to find what we can put in our coffee right now that has low calories. And it comes down to you. How much do you want to, like, if you really wanted to, if you're the type of person that can just cut out coffee, like I'm not drinking coffee, then good on you. Then you don't need to worry about this at all. But what we're trying to do in the grand scheme of things is just get to the lowest calorie foods. So this is just one aspect of foods, right? Just coffee. We're going over coffee right now. We're going to go over other things later, but right now it's coffee. So let's take a look at what is it? Homogenized milk. So for 240 milliliters, that's 150 calories. So let's do the math on that. Let's break that down to how many calories per 15 ml. That's 25 calories per 15 ml. So compared to the 18% creamer, it's better. It's got 5 calories less because the 18% creamer is 30 calories. The heavy whipping cream is 35 calories. So we're getting down there. We're lowering our calories per 15 ml. Let's keep going. What about regular 2% milk? You see where we're going with this? So 2% milk in a 240 milliliters is 120 calories. So I'm not going to do the math. You kind of get the idea. We're going down in calories. Let's take a look at 1% milk. 1% milk, we're at 100 calories per 240 ml. Let's try skim milk. These, you know what I mean? This, realistically, you're just trying to, cool your coffee down a bit, take some of the bitterness out of the coffee, lighten the color up a little bit, because most of it, like, it's all you really need. But it depends on the person. If you don't want to drink coffee, don't drink coffee. Skim milk, 80 calories per 240 ml. So, you know what I mean? That's a pretty big jump from your heavy whipping cream being 45 calories in only 15 milliliters, where now we're getting 80 calories for 240 milliliters. Let's try like lactose-free milk. There's a company here, Natrel, lactose-free 1% milk. Let's see how many calories that has. For 250 ml, it's got 100 calories. So it's a little more than skim milk. So, but I got something for you. Check this out. Get into almond milk. Now don't like, hit some hippie baloney, all almond milk. Where do you see the nipple on an almond? Like, show me the nipple on an almond. What's the name of that show? The Ranch or whatever. Sure. If you want to live your life like that, that's fine. Didn't he also like have a heart attack? Anyways, low calorie dense food. So we're gonna go into almond milk, and I'm gonna skip the sweetened. I'm gonna skip the chocolate almond milk or all the flavored almond milk. I'm gonna skip that. We're gonna go right to unsweetened almond milk. Look, they got like hazelnut almond milk. Like, well, check it out. There's no point really, like, unless you really need that flavor in your coffee, like you can't stay on your diet without it. If it helps you stay on your diet, then go for it. But it's 15 calories per 15 ml, so it's 1 calorie per milliliter. That's still not fantastic. It's better than like your heavy whipping creams or your 18%. It's like your 18% cream is 30 calories per 15 ml, where this was hazelnut almond milk and was half of the calories for 15 ml. All right, so I'm gonna pop this. I'm gonna check this out. 250 ml, 30 calories. That's quite the jump. So you could put half of that in. Like I drink a big coffee. I only need half of that. So 125 ml, 125 mils in my coffee is all I really need in a big thing of coffee. So I'm only getting 15 calories out of that. Compared to some of these, let's break down how many calories per 15 ml, because this is for 250 milliliters. So how many calories do you think are in 15 milliliters? Because that's all the other heavy whipping creams and the sweetened creamers are going by 15 mil. So let's do the math on that. So that's not even 1 calorie per 15 milliliters. Not even 1 calorie. Come on. That right there is the definition of low calorie dense foods. Basically, the smallest amount of calories per serving. Now what you really need to pay attention to is the serving size. Because they'll tell you it's only got sometimes they'll tell you it's got 0 calories, but the serving size is like a quarter teaspoon or something like that. And that's only because the FDA allows them to do that. There's actually not, there's calories in it. There is calories. But because it's under 5, they can round it down to 0. Same with fats, carbs, and proteins. If it's under 5 on like their chart with their serving size, they can say 0, which effectively puts them at 0 calories. And it's not true. That's just companies being really shady. So that's just an example I like to use because it's so easy. Like oh, I need my coffee, I need cream in my coffee. Okay, well, go digging through your grocery stores to find, like, that's what I do. I sit there and I'll turn over every single new product that I see that has a different label. I'll look at the back. I don't really care what's on the front, as long as it's some sort of like milk or cream that I can put in my coffee that doesn't taste absolutely horrible. I'll use it as long as the calories are low. So when I found out that almond milk is 30 calories, unsweetened almond milk is 30 calories per 250 milliliters, I was like, well, I threw like 2 or 3 of those in the cart right away. I was like, instantaneously, like, I'm using it. And I can use it liberally now because I know that it's not so heavy in calories. Because as we know, calories in versus calories out. All right, so one thing, fish. I thought fish were going to be great. Because when you look at the macros on fish, it's quite a bit of food for the calories and proteins that it is. The problem is, I'm not from out east and I don't usually cook fish. But when you cook fish, it shrinks. And now it's no longer this nice big fillet of fish. It's this tiny little piece of fish that does not fill my stomach up at all. So unless I'm eating like raw fish, which I am not there yet, I don't eat raw fish, and I don't suggest you do, unless you've caught it yourself and clean it yourself, I'm not eating fish. So it's back to like the chicken and veggies and stuff. That's another thing. Salads, is you can keep your salads light, like keep the dressing light. Look for low calorie dense dressings. So like Walden Farms is a good example. I'm not saying they're perfect because they do some shady stuff as well, but they have a Caesar dressing that is, for 30 milliliters, it's 0 calories. So maybe it's got 3 or 4 calories, but still amazing, because most Caesar dressings, like the least amount of calories you're going to find in a Caesar dressing is like, I think it's anywhere between like 15 to 30 per 15 ml. So you can find, I think Kraft has I'll put it up here. This is Kraft's calorie-wise Caesar dressing, and it's all right. So as long as you make a salad with lots of veggies and like lettuce, throw in your chicken if you want a chicken Caesar salad. Try to go light on the bacon. Maybe use the fake bacon and keep that light. And that's low calorie dense. There's not a lot of calories in your lettuce and your vegetables. Like spinach. Even spinach has higher calories than iceberg lettuce because there's more protein in spinach. So that is what it is. You know, if you're looking at if you want to shave those calories off and start getting really nitpicky about it, that's how you're going to go about it, doing it. And then you might not have to be like that at the beginning, right? This is just ideas for you to like slowly make changes in the things you eat, realizing that like things like Renee's Mighty Caesar dressing right here has 80 some odd calories per 15 ml. I could eat 700 calories of this dressing in one meal easily. Easy. That's how, like, I wasn't losing weight. I'm like, I wonder why it was happening to me. That's why, like, geez, like the calories I was putting on with this dressing, it tastes amazing though, but the calories are through the roof. So I don't think I really need to go more in depth. I use seasonings, like Mrs. Dash is a no sodium seasoning. So I use lots of seasonings by Mrs. Dash and other things. I try to stay away from the sauces and the barbecue sauces and stuff. I did a video on barbecue sauce that had a decent amount. It tasted really good for the amount of calories that it had in it, and I used that for a while. And I'm back to using the regular, just some seasonings and stuff. And the odd time, if I'm feeling like it, I'll throw in some barbecue sauce or like the There's an Italian vinaigrette. It's got like 5 calories per 15 ml or 30 ml. That's a good one. If you're looking for some light flavor, nothing too crazy, that's one to use. So if you like this video, guys, check out, this is the barbecue video, barbecue sauce video. Check that out. Check out this other video here. I mentioned like calories and how some companies are really shady with how they put in calories and macros and how they show you that it's calorie free and it's really not. So check them out. Hit the like, subscribe, comment down below. Until next time.